Nothing better than a great day afield with family and friends spent hunting. And if you bring some game home, that's an added bonus. That local organic meat is delicious. When we take a deer, we use that deer for a lot of things. We'll make ground burger with it. The back straps can be butterflied and cooked as steaks on the grill. There's roasts. Just really good stuff. Another tasty treat you can make with venison is jerky. Now we're getting ready to start another deer season here, and as we're cleaning it, making some room in the freezer, I've found a few packs of venison from last year, and they're going to make great trail snacks for when I get out in the woods and start hunting this year. There are two ways to prepare jerky. You can make strips with the muscle meat, or you can grind it, which is more of a pemmican. Now it doesn't matter if you're using strips of meat or the ground jerky method. When you're making it, you want to use clean meat that has all the fat and tendons cut away. Now you can certainly use your family's secret jerky recipe if you'd like. I've had some homemade jerky recipes that are simply delicious. By far the easiest preparation method is to pick up one of these pre-made kits. You can buy them in almost any outdoor store. Jerky seasoning. They contain the flavoring and the cure to dry your jerky with. You just follow the directions on the package. You're going to mix the cure and the seasoning in with the recommended amount of water and go ahead and mix it with the meat. Now you don't want to use a metal bowl for this, and you want to mix it really well until it's good and sticky, until the meat becomes sticky. Yeah, that's almost ready. It's real sticky. Now keep in mind that these prepared seasoning mixes are measured for a certain amount of meat. For instance, the one I'm using is for 5 pounds of meat. And that'll give you a mild flavored jerky. If you want a stronger taste in your jerky, simply reduce the amount of meat you're using. Using a 5-pound kit with 4 pounds of meat will give you a bolder flavored jerky. And once you're done mixing, you simply cover it, place it in the icebox to cure for 3 or 4 hours. Once the jerky's had time to cure, you want to preheat your oven to about 200 degrees and get ready to dry the product out. There's 2 ways you can make your jerky strips. One involves a rolling pin and some wax paper. You simply take the wooden rolling pin, lay the meat out on a table with a piece of wax paper on top, and roll it till it's about 1/4 of an inch thick, and then take a damp knife and cut it into strips. I have this handy dandy jerky tube. Now this thing is, if you're into jerky, this is worth the investment. You simply stuff the product into the tube, charge it up, and squeeze the handle, and that gives you a very professional looking finished product. I've invested in these jerky smoking racks. You can put tin foil on your oven rack and dry the jerky right on the racks in the oven. I've done that before too. It's just so much easier with this equipment. If you think you're going to be making a lot of jerky, I'd recommend making a small investment in some of the hardware here. Whatever the case, whatever you decide, make sure you spray the rack with a little bit of nonstick before you put the jerky on. Trust me, you'll be glad you did. As you're placing your jerky strips on the racks, be sure to leave a little airspace between each individual strip so the air can circulate and allow the meat to dry thoroughly. After you've got it racked up, we're just going to go ahead and put this whole thing right in the oven. Just leave the oven door cracked a bit so that the moisture can evaporate. Now your jerkies are going to take several hours to dry. You don't want to dry it out so it's crumbly and crunchy. You want it soft and pliable. And keep an eye on it. And when it gets to the consistency you want, go ahead and take it out. Now, because it takes so long, I made 10 pounds this time, and I'm not going to have time to dry all that tonight. Not to worry. The pre-mixed jerky, once it's seasoned, can be placed in a Ziploc bag and frozen, thawed out, and dried at a later date. So this other 5 pounds of meat, I'll have that down the road a bit. They're going to be tasty snacks out in my tree stand. They may just keep me up there for lunchtime. I won't have to climb down and come in for lunch. Might keep me there long enough to be sitting there at noon when that big buck decides to take a midday stroll.